Welcome to Bible Prophecy of January 2nd, 2010. Spake Jesus after the cross. Well, I'm going to start at Revelation chapter 16, but this is just a part that showing you the curse that's going to come to the transgressor who I have described and showed plainly who it was. Now, Revelation chapter 17 is my target chapter. This has something to do with the shot and explaining the significance of this prophecy, where each one connects with the other. What I find now that God made it impossible for man to say there is no God. Faith is even if you don't have faith, all you have to have is a little wisdom and a little common sense, and you can see these things the way it is, and it matches and it shows you. That's the reason I say a commandment. When God give you a command, because this is what He bringing down on the children of Israel, not because of their religious belief, because they fail to keep the commandments which He commanded them. Out of all the nations on the earth, they was the ones supposed to keep it because they knew Him personally. This is what it was. But they turned because it was easy for them to try to forget Him in order to forget His commandment. So one generation falters after another generation. So when they stray so far, then the gospel become lost out there, and they begin to serve God according to the thing that pleases them, and not through the requirements of Him. And they all start running around calling it a faith, a religious belief. But it's more than a faith or religious belief, because what God's going to bring upon them, because a refusal to keep the commandment. So if it was commandments He was getting them, but then the book must be a book of commandments. Now, chapter 16 of Revelation. Today is January 2nd, 2010. My name is Prophet C. Brazil, preparing the way for the return of Jesus Christ. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, Go your way and pour out the seven vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. Listen to this clear, because the United States have a part in this. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. There fell a noisome and a grievous sores upon the men which had the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the law called democracy. The United States is the beast, and the United Nations. And upon them which worshipped his image, the ones that worship his image, which is the democracy, who is the seed of Abraham and other nations that took on a democracy. Verse 3, And the second angel poured out his vials upon the sea, and it became as blood of a dead man, and every living soul died in the sea. He killing the food chain of this earth. This is what He done. This is going to be for real. This is what's going to happen. And the third angel poured out his vials upon the rivers and the fountains of the water, and they became blood. That's in the rivers, in the habitats of this earth. And I heard the angel of the waters say, Thou art righteous, O Lord, which art and was, and shall be, because thou hast judged thus. But they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy. He's talking about the United States and the United Nations. They're bringing a curse up on themselves. upon the land, because you can't not be begging to go there and kill them people. And Barack Obama getting ready to send them over there to slay them people, enhancing the curse. And I heard another out of the altar say, even so, Lord Almighty, true and righteous are thy judgments. And the fourth angel poured out his vials upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. Upon the sun, it's going to get real hot here. The temperature is going to be soaring here upon the earth because God has got angry with this world. We're going into a point of no return. And you're talking about healthcare? I don't think so. And men were scorched with great heat, and blasphemed the name of God which had power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory. And the fifth angel poured out his vials upon the sea of the seed of the beast here in the United States of America. United States of America, of the seed of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongue for pain. All kind of things is going to come upon the United States of America. That's what God talking about. Paul's probably is not going to say this, but I got to say it because God has told me I got to say it. So you're going to sit up there and pretend it is. And blaspheme the name, blaspheme the God of heaven because of their pain and their sores, and repented not of their deeds. Verse 12, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the waters thereof were dried up, that the way of the king of east might be prepared. China. He letting China in there because the man that went going on to Afghanistan, he's going to put him up a wall over there once he take Afghanistan and set him up a wall to keep China out. He hid behind that Euphrates River because he's putting him, getting all the crude oil there, and he's going to be start taking this here and change up again. They've been having trouble out of China, and China going to come through there with his troops to come in for the great slaughter. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs, the demonized spirit getting ready to leave him now. He done got the United States in trouble. Come like frog, come out of the mouth of the dragon. That's the United States of America. And out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophets. But they are the spirits of devils working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. Excuse me, I just had to make sure that I wasn't overrunning it. 16:15, Revelation 16. Behold, I come as a thief. Jesus speaking. Blessed is he that watches and keep his garment, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. And the seventh angel poured out his vial unto the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, It is done. And there was voices and thundering and lightning, and there was a great earthquake, which as was not since men were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. This is what I seen last night. Something happened. God showed me this vision last night. And the great city was divided, and there into three parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before God, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. And